Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we are going to review the classification of sensory nerve fibers. Let's begin. The general sensations from all parts of the body, except the face, are carried to the spinal cord through the spinal nerves. As the spinal nerve approaches the spinal cord, it divides into the dorsal sensory and the ventral motor roots. The dorsal root ganglion contains the cell body of sensory neurons that are the first in a chain of three neurons that convey sensory information to the cortex via the thalamus. It is called the primary or the first order neuron. The primary sensory neuron is a T-shaped pseudo-unipolar neuron with peripheral and central processes. Its cell body is located in the dorsal root ganglion. Its peripheral processes reach the sensory receptors and its central processes reach the spinal cord through the dorsal nerve root of the spinal cord. It carries sensory information from the sensory receptor to the spinal cord or the brainstem. The primary sensory neurons in the dorsal nerve root are of different types. One way of classification will be presented right now. This classification is also called as the numerical classification of nerve fibers. Group 1A. These fibers are from the annulospiral endings of the muscle spindle. They carry proprioceptive sensation. Group 1B. These are fibers from the Golgi tendon organs. They also carry proprioceptive sensation. Group 2. These are fibers from most discrete cutaneous tactile receptors and from the flower spray endings of the muscle spindles. They carry fine touch and proprioceptive sensations. Group 3. These are the fibers carrying temperature, crude touch, and fast pain sensation. Group 4. These are the unmyelinated fibers carrying slow pain, itch, temperature, and crude touch sensations. The other way of classification of the nerve fiber is the general classification of nerve fibers. In the general classification, the fibers are divided into type A, B, and C. The type A fibers are further subdivided into A alpha, A beta, A gamma, and A delta type fiber types. This classification is also known as the alphabetical classification. It also includes the motor neurons, but for the sake of simplification, we are not going to discuss the motor nerve fibers right now. This classification is based on the fiber diameter, from thickest in the type A alpha to the thinnest in type C fibers. This also translates into fastest conduction velocity in type A alpha fibers to the slowest conduction velocity in the type C fibers. A alpha fibers. These fibers are group 1A and 1B fibers in the sensory classification. A beta fibers. These fibers are group 2 fibers in the sensory classification. A gamma fibers. These are absent in the sensory division of the nervous system. A delta fibers. These are group 3 fibers in the sensory classification. Type B fibers. These are also absent in the sensory division of the nervous system. Type C fibers. These are group 4 fibers in the sensory classification. Thanks for watching and listening. Do share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel for watching more videos.